Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Resident Evil 4. There's another one of the shooting ranges for the merchant. Louis's memo 2. The first Castellan buried the last Plagas deep underground below the castle to hide their very existence. But when Salazar released the last Plagas, no one thought he could bring them back to life, because when Salazar found them, they were all just fossilized remains. Everyone knew that the parasitic organisms could not survive without hosts, but they couldn't sustain life on their own. But when Salazar and his men excavated the remains, it almost appeared as if the last Plagas were just waiting to be discovered so that they could resurrect. Several years later, unexplainable convulsions started occurring among the villagers who helped with the excavations of the last Plagas. Then one day, all of a sudden, these villagers turned into violent savages. They later found out it was caused by the last Plagas. Although they appear fossilized, they were able to survive the long years by lying in a dormant state at the cellular level, remaining in a spore-like form. Apparently during the excavation, the villagers inhaled the spores, and within their bodies the parasites became active again. This is how the last Plagas were resurrected. Even as I'm writing, the excavation of the last Plagas continues. God only knows how many of these Plagas have been resurrected, not to mention the countless number of Granados that have been created. Their inhumane activity must be put to an end. If they are not stopped, people around the world could turn into victims of this crazy cult organisation. Over here. And we'll check to see if the merchant has...
Got some rare things on sale. What are you selling? Is that all? Is that all straight? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
Let's see what can be tuned up.
Is that all? Thank you.
So it's just the shotgun. The broken butterfly can be as well, but as I said, I'm going to leave that just for the moment.
Come back anytime.
So head down here. Both them taken care of. Check on the map. Okay. Head along here and take care of these guys first of all. Get both these together. Nope. Probably get him with the dynamite. Want to activate this, which will move the minecart over. It will get stuck, so we'll have to reset it. And there's the dynamite we're going to need to blow up this big rock. Get the knife before any of the other guys come along. We have a last plagas, not good. Just use this. Now that we've got rid of the rocket launcher, we can sort this lot out. Some more rifle ammo would be good. That's a Gigante kill, luckily. Some bits of ammo around here to grab a hold of. Going to head up here. Dynamite. Grab the gold there before we head back out. We've got to reset this breaker. Put the treasure up here. There's some treasure. Must be mistaken. Head down. Dr. Salvador to contend with. This might not be such a good idea. 3 shots left. Hopefully it will be enough to take him down. That's him down. So we can reset this and grab the dynamite. Through here we're going to have to switch to the TMP. Hopefully the dynamite will take care of this person. Now through here we've got an interesting battle. As we've got 2 Gigantes to fight at the same time. Luckily enough, there is a way of taking one of them down extremely quickly. However, if we were to do that, then we do not gain the treasure from it. But overall, because there's 2 of them, it will be a difficult battle as it is. So, dropping one of them into the molten metal, molten lava underneath us will help a lot. To do that, we've got to climb up that scaffolding over here, drop down over to here, and flip that switch when one of them is walking towards us. Couple of bits and pieces to collect first of all, because once we get so far into the chamber, that's when they come charging in. Start shaking it, fly over. Oh, we missed it. Now it will reset. Better heal ourselves up. There, so head back. And hopefully we'll get one of them this time. There we go, we've got one. Now I don't believe resets anymore, so we'll have that molten pool in between us. So we'll use it to... oh, it has reset. Oh, we can use it twice. Let's just use it twice. We'll forego the treasure from them. Will come in handy, obviously, for... oh, can't use it again actually. Way. Exit platform. This I find is the best way of putting distance between you and the El Gigante. Takes a bit of time, but we will eventually get there. I guess I was a wee bit too early. Get in there quickly. Alternatively, you can shoot that, but I prefer to use the knife to save as much ammo as possible. This way. So let's head out. Switch weapons. Best weapon to use here is definitely the shotgun. One shot in each of these that are hovering. Should have been enough to bring them down. But it wasn't such a crap shot, I missed. You just have to keep it out with the shotgun. grab everything. There's a green herb over here. Get that ammo after we've been in here. Managed to sneak in behind me. Triggering this switch will bring more towards us. It's always better to try and get them as they're coming in. In this small closed corridor, less chance of them sneaking around behind you. Grab the shotgun ammo here. Then we'll head back around this way. I have a large group of them, so hopefully did their job. Taking out a few of them anyway. Another switch here. Straight right across to the other side. Grab the red herb that's there as well. Now we're safe. For some reason those things won't come into the corridor, so once you're actually managed to get in here, you're actually okay. So let's use these double green herbs. Switch to the pistol. Ignore those guys. You can shoot them if you want. I don't think you can get them with the knife without taking some damage though. But generally all you get from them is small treasures. I don't think in the grand scheme of things it's really that worth it. Throw that lever there to stop the middle one, and it will allow us to get all the way up to the top. That's the next part to the crown. So that's the crown all made up.